Hello, on the 13th of January 2024, this 20-year-old girl by name Rita Waeni was brutally killed and her body decapitated by a group of abductors who had lured her from Instagram to come meet them in Greenhouse apartment in Rosiambo County so that they can have sexual relations. Instead, they ended up killing her, decapitating her dead body. This all happened in Rosiambo, Kenya. So guys, stay with me as I unveil true details on how she was being lured through Instagram by these abductors, and if these abductors were later on being arrested by the Kenyan police. So guys, if you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions, and do not forget to like. By that this video can go viral, and also do not forget to share with your family members and friends to create awareness about this true crime story. Now guys, without further ado, let us get into this true crime story. Rita Waeni is a 20-year-old girl who was born around 2023 to her father, Mr. Stephen Motier, and to her mother, Lillian Motier. And also, she was the first child of her father. She went to school, had her first school leaving certificate, and went further to have her advanced level. Her parents described her as very intelligent, kind, smart, and sweet towards everyone who comes her way. So on the 6th of January 2023, she had just buried her grandfather, and in her grandfather's death ceremony, she read her grandfather's eulogy, not knowing that 8 days from the 6th of January, she herself will be found dead and her body decapitated by a group of abductors. At the age of 20, she started having relationship with men. It was on the 17th of December 2023 when she came in contact with her killer on Instagram. Her killer messaged her and appreciated her body, saying that he wanted to meet her, but she was reluctant to meet her killer. But her killer kept on pressing on meeting her. She herself had asked her killer that, "Why are you so interested on meeting me? Do you want to kill me or something?" After her killer had mounted pressure on meeting her since from the time they met around December right up to the 13th of January 2024, where she decided that she was going to meet her killer. So on the 13th of January 2024, she decided that she was going to meet this said person who has been pressuring to meet and have sex with her. The said killer sent the location where they were going to meet at one of the Airbnb in Rosiambo County by name Greenhouse Apartments. So on the 13th of January 2024, she decided to leave her aunt's place at Soikimau, Patrickos County, to the place of the location where she was going to meet her killer at Greenhouse Apartment, Rosiambo County, Kenya. Let me just reiterate that the killer, when he was registering himself at the reception of this Greenhouse Apartment, he did not use, his ID. He just casually gave his name, and his name was written down, but the name was a fake name. It wasn't his original name. And he didn't use electronic money to pay for the lodging in one of the rooms which he had taken. So he paid cash. I'm reiterating this to tell you that this guy invited this young girl to intentionally kill this girl for ritualistic purpose. Because he didn't invite the girl to have sex with the girl, then all of a sudden a fight broke out between both of them. Then he punched her, then she fell down and died. Being scared that the police are gonna discover that he had killed this girl, he tried to decapitate her dead body, then put her dead body in a bag to dump it somewhere. So the fact that he himself did not give his true ID card for him to be registered, but casually just gave a fake name, then decided not to use electronic, system to pay for the lodging, but instead use cash to pay for his lodging, shows that he was trying everything possible to hide his identity because he had an intention to kill this girl for ritualistic purpose. So Rita Waeni came at Greenhouse Apartment where she was going to meet her killer. She greeted the receptionist at the reception. Then she went further and proceeded to go to, the room which her killer had lodged. When she entered inside that room, it's unclear what really transpired. All we know is that the killer had killed her, decapitated her dead body, and even used saw to saw her bones so that he can easily decapitate her body. As if that was not enough, the killer went further to cut off her neck, and do away with her neck. As if that wasn't still enough, the killer went further to cut off her nails to hide all DNA evidence which can be traced back to him. After the killer had finished killing her, the killer took her head along with him in a bag, then left. The killer sent a message to her father, Stephen Motier, telling Stephen Motier that his daughter has been abducted, that he should send a ransom of 500,000 shillings. And Stephen Motier immediately reported the matter to the police, and the police started carrying out their investigation. Now the killer left the Greenhouse Apartment and went further to Denderu, Kiambu County, and hid himself. Now Denderu, Kiambu County is not that far from Rosiambo, where Greenhouse Apartment was, where he killed the 20-year-old girl. Now the police started carrying out an investigation. They came over to Greenhouse Apartment and discovered the dead body of 20-year-old Rita Waeni. The dead body was brutally decapitated and her head was nowhere to be found. But her family members quickly identified her dead body and the clothing which she was wearing as hers. Immediately, her body was quickly taken, put in a polyester bag, given to her family for burial. Now, the search, but her head was nowhere to be found. The police started tracking out all the movements of her killers. It was not just a killer, but there were two of them. And they finally arrested the killers at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport as they were trying to leave for Nigeria. Now, two of her killers, according to the news reports, are Nigerians, and their names are William Opia and John Bull Asbor, according to the news report. Now, the police came back to the location of the killers after arresting them at the airport. The police saw butcher knives, engine saw, hatchets, 3 laptops, and 10 SIM cards. Now, if someone is having 10 SIM cards, that means that person is a dubious person. The police still yet have not seen the head of this young girl. They are still in search of the head of this young girl, but these people have already been arrested. It is proven that they might be 80% the killers of this 20-year-old girl. Like, this is crazy. What do you all think? I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comment section of what you think about this true crime story. Now, let me give you my analogy on this true crime story. Now, it is crazy that a 20-year-old girl will want to meet up with old people. Look at this. Look at the face of these two guys whom have been arrested, by the Kenyan police, as the people who were behind this 20-year-old girl's murder. If this girl was so focused on her book work, she took her book work seriously, she wouldn't have ended up in this situation where she's dead now. I will tell you guys, I know it's so hard, but I'll tell you guys, she is the cause of her own death. That does not mean, her killer should get away scot-free. No, her killer should be given the death penalty, because he intentionally wanted to kill this girl for a ritual purpose. It was not a mistaken something. It was not like when the girl entered inside the room, in that greenhouse apartment, and he tried to have sex with the girl resisted, and they started fighting and all of that, then he mistakenly killed the girl. The fact that he did not give his true identity at the reception, it shows very well that he had an intention to kill the girl. And he had an engine saw which he used to saw the bones of the girl, to decapitate the girl. This is intentional act to kill, premeditated by this guy to kill this girl for satanic ritualistic purpose. Therefore, this guy should be given the death penalty, not life imprisonment, according to me. I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comment section. Should this guy be given, life imprisonment or the death penalty, according to me? But I always blame this girl. She is the cause of her own death. At the age of 20, you have your parents taking care of you, sending you to school. You have no worries about money. You were living with your aunt while going to the university, and she gives you everything you need. Why were you moving around to go to an Airbnb apartment, to have sex with a man who is far way more older than you, in order for you to get money in exchange? Why? Why? What is wrong with the women of this our generation? What is wrong with the young men and women, of this our generation? Patience is so important. Promiscuous lifestyle is not the right lifestyle, for any woman. Every woman needs to be patient, because out there are predators. There are rapists, there are serial killers, there are ritualist killers, there are all sorts of people looking for women to kill for whatever purpose they want, their dead body for. So I'll advise young women to be careful. They should stay focused on their book work, get a job after they finish college, and just start living their life peacefully, hoping that a good man will come somewhere, meet up with them, and later on they get married. So guys, that is my thought on this. I'd like to get your thoughts down in the comment section too. Thank you.